think I found my spot for the night. Hopefully I won't have any problems staying here. I came down just past the cave campground area, and this spot kind of looks like an old abandoned spot. It's kind of not marked anymore, but it's a little bit away from everyone and beautiful. Look at this view. Oh my gosh. Down that way, I think it goes into the valley, the road, and there may be some dispersed camping even down there, but I like this spot. I turn this way so that if I do need to leave in a hurry, I can go back the way I came since I know the road. And this should be, if I have to turn around for whatever reason, this should be an easier way to kind of turn around because it widens out right there and I can spin if I need to. I don't know. Just thinking of my escape route. Right here on this post, it says a no shooting campground. So yeah, I think I'm within the campground a little bit. This is nice. There's a cave back over there. I'm guessing I'm probably going to see some wildlife. I sure hope so. This is on the other side of my Jeep. It's almost noon. The wind is starting to pick up, which is making it feel a little cooler. I'm trying to adjust. Whew, I'm going to hang out here today. This is going to be beautiful. And then I'll go exploring tomorrow. This place is beautiful. So where I'm at is the Fort Stanton-Snowy River Cave National Conservation Area. This is under BLM management. The campground you saw me coming in by is Cave Campground. There's only like maybe 5 or 6 sites there, I think. That's all it looked like to me. Well, they may be counting some of the tables that were together. I don't know. But I came down past it a little bit and I like this spot. And I'm very secluded here. But if I had an emergency, I don't think I'm so far out that, you know, I wouldn't be able to get assistance. So every time I do one of these trips, I try to get out of my comfort zone just a little bit more. And so I'm trying to do more dispersed camping. You know, it can be a little scary sometimes solo. You know, I'm just trying to be wise and choosing my spots and prepared for anything that might happen. And this is how I can get out and do these things I've dreamed of doing. You know, I don't want to wait till I have somebody to do them with, you know. I need to be able to do what I want to do. This is cool. Now the cave system here is over 44 miles. They're still documenting sections. They don't know how long it is. Ooh, the wind is really blowing now. It's the longest cave, second longest cave in New Mexico, and the 9th longest in the United States. And I think the reason they call it Snowy River is because that kind of reminds them, you know, because it's always cold in there, there's snow on the ground. And so it's like, looks like a snowy river inside. But they're not letting you go in there right now. I think maybe some people can go in there with permits, but they're like conservationists, that sort of thing. Right now it's off limits. They've fenced it off up there. But you may have noticed when I was showing you around here that there is a cave right, in viewing distance from where I'm at right now. I'm looking at it. So maybe I'll get brave enough to explore it. That's pretty cool. So I'm thinking for dinner, I'm gonna make a curried rice dish. Just a sauce with some hot peppers, warm me up a little bit, and put it over rice. I'm getting my rice cooking now. I'm not sure when I'm gonna start the vegetable prep and stuff. I'm gonna have like ginger and peppers and garlic and all that kind of stuff in it with some coconut cream. Yeah, so it should be good. Well, I don't think my rice maker's working. It's been doing fine. It worked the last time I used it. I tried both of my 12-volt outlets, and it doesn't work with either of them. So everything else seems to be working. Damn. I was really counting on this. I cook a lot of things in this. Now I got wet rice I gotta figure out what to do with. Oh. I don't know. Now I gotta come up with a plan B. I really like that rice cooker. Dag. I use it for so much. I've come to rely on it. Yeah, a lot of stuff I brought on this trip was to cook in the rice maker. I have a little pan that I could cook that rice on a butane burner stove, but it's so windy. It'd be very inefficient because the flame and everything, and it's just not worth the trouble. Yeah, so I'll figure out what plan B is. Plan B. Smoked 3-bean chili. Backpacking meal. I'm so frustrated about that rice cooker that I don't even feel like cooking now. Good morning. It was cold last night. It got down to 37 degrees. I stayed relatively warm in the Jeep though, and I just bundled up, and what I ended up doing is, because I noticed right at dark it just started cooling down fast, I put the tent down and slept below so that heat that was in there would not rise up and escape, and put the window covers on, which acted as insulation, and I stayed relatively comfortable. A couple times I woke up chilled, but that's it. I'm gonna take a little walk around here before I leave this morning. I've been staring at this cave all afternoon yesterday. So I don't know if I really want to walk through these bushes to get down there, but let me see if I can get a closer look. Well, it looks like there's a little bit of a worn path that a lot of people take to go down here. It is still early morning, around 8 or so. Don't want to run into any carnivorous wildlife. I wonder if anything's living in there. So it looks like this is a dry stream bed here, or wash. Oh, neato. Wonder how deep this one goes. It looks fairly shallow, except in that one corner, it looks like it would go back a little further. This would be a cool place to camp right here. Oh no, it doesn't go back. All right. But nice little alcove. Yeah, I was curious about that. Yeah, that doesn't go very far either. Oh gosh, it's just gorgeous here. There's my Jeep. I just love this place. Walking down the road a little bit, it looks like there's all kinds of little places you could pull over and camp. I know on the aerial view that I was looking at on the map, it looked like there was a number of pull-offs. This road is definitely undulating. Gets a little rougher as you go down. Nothing my Jeep couldn't handle. But I'm headed out of here and gonna do a little exploring. Thought I might stop at the Smokey Bear Historical Park if it's open. I'm gonna look for another place to camp up the road. And if I can't find a spot there, I can come back down here. All right, I am leaving here. I'm hoping that this campground area up here is going to have a place I can deposit my trash. They have a little pit toilet. I didn't realize that was actually closer to this campground than I thought. Felt like I had went a little further going in. And it looks like there's some trash cans. A lot of van lifers here. So down there is the opening of this cave. But as you can see, you can no longer go in it. Let's see if I can get this to focus for you guys. Between this fence. So right in there, and then it goes back, like I said, at least 44 miles and then some. So it's a shame I can't see it. Used to, you could explore, but they also say that they're worried about that white-nosed bat syndrome. I forget what it's called. Maybe that's what it's called. But yeah, I don't know. Would be neat to explore. There's another road that runs almost parallel to this one. I'm gonna go down this road, turn that way, and check out what looks like a couple of camping spots off that road. That's also, I think, the road you can go to get down to the Fort Stanton Museum or whatever, but I could be wrong about that. It might be the next one. But I'm not that interested in going and checking out that museum. But you guys might be, so know that that is nearby Fort Stanton. But yeah, I want to check out the camping. Even if I don't stay there tonight, I'll have knowledge of it for the future. And you guys will see it. There's camping, and there's a camping loop right up in there. And you can see there's a van parked up in there right now, a couple of them. I'm not going to go over there and disturb them. But further down this road, which is getting rougher, further down this road, I think there's another loop like that. And look at that view. Oh my gosh, I hope y'all can see that. There's mountain view in the distance. Almost could disconnect my sway bar links here on these little rough patches. There's a place to pull off right there. I don't know. I don't know if we could or not. There actually is a road there. But right here, this loop here, I think, is for camping. There's a stock tank there, and you're not supposed to camp within a certain distance of those. Look at that view. Wow. Yeah, that would be a nice camp spot where they're at back up in there. This road, even though it's a very easy road to drive, is very washboarded. So you can't go very fast. It'll tear you up. Tear your car up, I mean. Oh, here's a camp spot right here, I think. Let's see what it says. No, it's a trailhead. All right, I'm going to head out of here and back up to the highway. And I think I'm going to stop at that Smokey Bear Historical Park, see what that's about. I'm at the Smokey Bear Historical Park and about to watch their 10-minute showing. So far, it's really nice in here. They gave me a free button that local kids made. Cute. Show's about to start.
Enrich the soil and encourage new plant growth was born. Smokey first came to life on the printed page. After considering a number of animals to represent the program, the Cooperative Forest Fire Prevention Committee agreed to use a bear.
It's a good film. I recommend if you come here that you don't skip it.
Make pictures in the house. And we went back out to the fire, and Harold went with me. And Harold took several pictures out of the fire. And in the meantime, the heavy fog, the wind had let up, and the heavy fog was water, and lay there with the faces down, but to also keep an eye on each other's backs, so they dropping out of the fire. He told all of us always said, we look at it for. And then we got back to Saturday. Yes, we wanted to be bad better. I didn't think we were careful.
Only you can prevent wildflowers. It's a great message, and it's important that they do show that there are great benefits to fires, but humans with fire are not necessarily a good thing, because humans are often the start, though, of fires that aren't good. And so it's a good message. Taking a walk through the garden. Here lies Smokey the bear. So Smokey the bear was an actual cub that was found during a fire. Now, the name Smokey the Bear started during a campaign. It was a wartime campaign, and the name came from the fire chief at the time. And later, during a fire, they found this bear cub, and he was kind of brought to real life. Fortunately, he did survive. He was taken to a vet, and he survived. But unfortunately, he did spend the rest of his life in captivity. And that's the reality of that. He did become a cultural icon, though. They definitely do a good job of showing the hard efforts of the firefighters, though, and what an important role they play, showing just why it's so important to put out your campfires and help prevent unnatural fires. This garden's meant to represent various habitats found throughout New Mexico. A Smokey Bear balloon. Hopefully I'll be able to get a better picture of that from the other side. I had one of my viewers recommend this place to me last time I was through this area. So I want to say thank you to that viewer. Thank you. I'm glad I stopped. So this park is $6 entrance fee per adult. Their gift shop's closed, but I was told I could come over here across the street and find a few gifts. Well, that was a nice gift shop. The lady in there was really friendly and helpful. I got a sticker and patch, and Kevin a t-shirt, so he'll be happy about that. So I'm gonna head up the road a little bit, and I think I'm gonna stop at a place that I've stayed before and see if they have a spot for tonight. All right, this is my site. Oh, it took some work to get. I guess it's a site for reserving online, but I could reserve it for tonight only by here on a first come first served basis, because you can't reserve online the same day, I guess. That's what she said. the camp post. So I tried to scan and pay. It wasn't working because I was putting it in for 2 nights. And I guess that's why. I don't know yet. But I had to pay for tonight cash using the little envelope. And then I was able to go on and reserve online for tomorrow night. So I'm going to have this for 2 nights. And I'm looking forward to relaxing. I really love this place. And I wanted to come back here. And I did. And since I got such a nice spot, I'm going to stay a couple days. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. Oh, and it's a little warmer here, which is nice. I think the rocks are emanating heat or something. So yeah. I'm gonna draw a close to this video, and I'll show you around this place a little more next video. I will see you next time. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.